Hello everyone, and welcome to the world where we teach you real English in an easy and fun way. In this video, we are going to talk about the word get. It's incredible how small this word is and how it is used in so many different ways. Actually, it is very confusing for most English learners, but don't worry, we're here to make it simple. Get is a very common verb used in English, especially in informal speaking and writing. It has many different meanings and it is used in lots and lots of idioms and phrasal expressions. So as I said, we use it less in formal settings and informal writing. Get also has many different grammatical patterns depending on the meaning. So let me give you an example. Did you get my email? Get in this case means receive. Or do you get what I'm saying? In this case, get means to understand. Or it can also mean to obtain. She got that promotion at work. Or, for example, I could say, I really like your shoes. Where did you get them? Get in this case means to buy. These are just some of the meanings. So you see, get can be a little bit tricky. So that's why we made this video. We are going to guide you through all you need to know about get. By the end of this video, you will definitely have a better understanding and we hope a full understanding of how to use the word get properly. As you can imagine, we need to cover a lot in this video. So here is what you can expect. First, we are going to explore the different forms of get. Then we are going to dive into how get works with adjectives and noun phrases, including some of the uses I mentioned earlier. After that, we will discuss get plus different forms of the verbs, plus ing verbs, plus infinitive, have got. Okay, and then we'll also cover how to use get in the passive voice and in causative structures, but don't worry, it's not so complicated as it sounds. Before we start, we kindly ask you to click on the subscribe button so you never miss out on all our valuable content and our channel can continue growing. Your support means the world to us. Thank you. So, all right, let's dive into the verb forms of get. By the end of this video, I think that the word get will not even sound like a real word because we are going to say it so often. Okay, so we must remember that get is an irregular verb. The past form of get is got, and the past participle can either be get or gotten. In British English, we usually use got for the past participle, while gotten is more commonly used in North American English. You might also hear some gotten in some regional British English varieties, but in this video, I'm just going to use got because that is what I use normally. Now, let's explore how get works with adjectives and noun phrases. So we commonly use get followed by an adjective, and this describes a change of state or situation. I know that sounds complicated, but let me give you an example. You can use get as meaning to become. So for example, spring is here. The weather is getting warmer. So get plus warm, get plus adjective means the weather is becoming warmer. Or hurry up, the food is getting cold. So we've got get plus cold, which means the food is becoming cold. Or she's getting better after the flu. So get plus better, which means she's becoming healthier after she had the flu. You can also use get with comparative adjectives. For example, the project is getting more complicated, which means the project is becoming more complicated. Now, we also use get plus object plus adjective to describe making someone or something change in some way. For example, can you get the kids ready for school? Which means, can you help the kids become prepared for school? Another example would be, please get the car washed before the trip, which means please arrange for the car to be washed and to be cleaned before we leave. Another is to get used to. Now, you might have heard this. This means to become familiar or accustomed to something over time. For instance, I'm getting used to the new office environment, which means I'm becoming accustomed to the new office environment. So as you can see, it actually implies a gradual change or transformation. Now let's talk about some more uses of get when it's followed by a noun or a noun phrase. We're going to play a little game. I'm going to read some sentences and you must guess the meaning of the verb get in each sentence. Take a moment to think about it and you can pause the video if you need to after I say each sentence. Here are the sentences. Number 1. Did you get the email from our manager? Yes, I got it yesterday. Can you guess from the context what get means? Exactly. Here, get means receive. So the sentence would be, did you receive the email from our manager? Yes, I received it yesterday. Other examples include, I got a new bag for my birthday. I hope Mike gets a promotion at work. The company got many compliments for their service. So get can mean receive. Number 2. Did you come here on foot? No, I got the bus. What does this mean? Okay, here get means take as in form of transport. So the sentence would read, no, I took the bus, or no, I got the bus. It's the same. You can also use get as get a lift. For example, we got a lift to the party. So get as in take in form of transport. Let's move on to number 3. We got to the cinema just in time for the start of the movie. Here, get means arrive. So the sentence would be, we arrived at the cinema just in time for the start of the movie or film. Another example could be, I got to the office late today, or she arrived at the office late today. Number 4. Sarah got a new dress for the party. Here, get means buy or purchase. So the sentence would read, Sarah bought a new dress for the party. Or you can also say, we need to get some groceries after work. So we need to go and buy some more groceries after work. Number 5. We get wool from sheep. Can you guess what that means? Here, get means obtain. So the sentence would be, we obtain wool from sheep. Talking about sheep, remember 2 things about this word. First of all, the pronunciation. So sheep and not ship, because ship is something different. And also remember that sheep does not have a plural. So 1 sheep, 2 sheep. Okay, other examples with get, getting back onto the subject of this video. We get our electricity from renewable sources, or I usually get my information from reliable news websites. Number 6, can you get me the scissors from the kitchen? What does get mean here? Here it means bring or fetch. Can you bring me or fetch the scissors from the kitchen? Or can you get me the book from the shelf? Could you get a coffee for the client while I prepare the presentation? So get here means bring or fetch. Now here is the last one. Number 7 and the last one. Hello. Can I speak to Anne, please? One moment, I'll get her. Here, get, in this case, means to call. So, one moment, I'll call her. So, to recap, get can mean buy, receive, arrive, obtain, fetch, call, and take as in transport. Now, let's look at what happens when get is followed by an ing verb or a to plus infinitive verb. And there is usually a difference in meaning. So get plus ing form of the verb is sometimes used to mean to start doing something. Common expressions are get going or get moving. For example, we're late. Let's get going. When get is followed by an infinitive, it means to manage or to have an opportunity. For example, when do I get to see you again? This means when will I have the opportunity to see you again? Or I didn't get to see him. I didn't manage to see him. Or you will get to speak fluent English as time goes by. Now, there is another structure which is get plus object plus the verb plus ing. And this means to make somebody or something start doing something. That's a bit complex, but let me give you an example. Don't get her talking about her problems. Or I can't get the car going. I think the battery is flat. Meaning, I can't start the car. Now, the structure get plus object plus infinitive, so not verb ing, but infinitive, means to make somebody or something do something. There is often the idea of difficulty in this case. So, for example, I couldn't get him to sign the paper. Or I couldn't get the car to start. Or I couldn't get the baby to drink the milk. Or I can't get the child to go to bed. Now we use get plus to plus the infinitive to talk about managing to do something or being allowed to do something or also having the opportunity to do something. For example, I didn't get to see him. Or we got to ride the roller coaster twice. Now, let's talk about got when it's used with have or has. This is something that we all quite use a lot, so have got or has got. In this case, have got means the same as have when we're talking about things like possessions or health issues or relationships. We often shorten it to I've got or he's got instead of using the full form. For example, have you got a spare key? Oliver has got a cold today. I've got 2 cats and a dog. I haven't got any money with me right now. Have got is considered less formal than have in these sentences, and It's something that you'll hear more often in spoken English rather than written English. It's also more common in British English than American English when talking about these types of situations. So, a curiosity, we also use have got or has got when talking about obligations, and in these cases it is followed by a to infinitive. So essentially you can replace have to or have got to. For example, have you got to finish all that paperwork today? Or I've got to leave now, sorry. You'll often hear have got to a shortened gotta in very informal and fast speech. So you might notice that the T sound becomes softer and often actually really sounds like a D. For example, I gotta go. Have got, of course, is less formal than have to, and gotta is even more informal and is mostly used in casual, informal spoken English. We use get in several ways also in the passive voice. One of the most common is using get instead of be in passive sentences with the structure get plus past participle. This tends to sound more casual and informal as get in general. So for example, my phone got stolen at the concert. More informal of my phone was stolen at the concert. So maybe if you're at the police station giving a statement, you will say my phone was stolen. If you're telling your friend, you will say my phone got stolen. So using get in a sentence makes the sentence less formal, and it is often heard in spoken English. Get can also be used instead of have in causative structures. Now, a causative structure is something that you use to talk about making someone do something or making something happen. So in active sentence, the structure is get plus the person plus the to infinitive. For example, I'll get my friend to drive us to the airport. This means I'll convince my friend to do it. In passive causative structures, the structure is get plus object plus past participle. For example, Sally got her laptop repaired. So meaning someone fixed Sally's laptop. So we have finally reached the end of this video, jam-packed with information. Well done for sticking right to the end of this video, and we are confident you have boosted your understanding of get and will now be able to use it effortlessly. But stay tuned, because in our next video, we'll cover 5 essential phrasal verbs with get, 5 key collocations, and 5 fantastic idioms with get. So don't miss it. Remember, mastering a language is all about practice and perseverance. So keep watching, keep practicing, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we grow as learners. And remember, as we say in English, practice makes perfect. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching.